Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome to Cosmic Kids. I'm so excited. This is my first video. This has been a long time coming. Nonetheless, I have a word for Wednesday. I know. Can y'all get into it? Because I can hear the birds. The birds are getting into it. This energy from the new moon has just been phenomenal. I don't know about you, but for the past couple of days, I have been feeling lit. Okay? But it's almost like I'm seeing a world with eyes anew. I say that to say we talk a lot about alchemizing and being alchemists and manifestations, but a lot of us gifted ones, we are being blocked. And what my messages that I got from last week, or my downloads that I got from last week, because I was having some serious health issues, and I don't know if some of you were, but I know I was going through some serious health issues. But these were lifelong health issues that have been going on that I did not know. But see, I'm a healer. I heal myself. I don't go to the doctor. I drink my herbs. I make my teas, I eat my foods, I do the research. I'm intuitively guided to do so. And so last week I just went heavy on a problem that I've been working on for a long time. But I'm going to share something with y'all. I lost my mother in February. And my mother and I had a unique relationship, a very unique relationship. And I wanted to talk about this alchemy because her death was a pivot in my gift, so to say, because I didn't know my mother was gifted as well. However, there was a lot of there was a strained relationship we had, and there was a lot of trauma there at her hands, and not the hands of others. And that's not to speak on her in that way, but I love my mother dearly. But what happened has happened. But what I come to realize was that my gifts, my self-worth, my self-doubt was tied into a lot of trauma, which we know. But some of us, we have experienced trauma so great and so strong that we've repressed it so. And that is in its essence, what is blocking our manifestations. Because I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Soul, when 22 gets lost, becomes a lost soul, and we see these lost souls as these monstrous people or these monstrous beings. But when her guide got back to her, she had literally turned herself into a monster full of the voices that were not hers but had become hers over the years. And sometimes we don't know how we speak to ourselves, or we are not realizing how we speak to ourselves up front. And sometimes it's not even just a saying, it's just a thought that comes across our mind. Something positive comes in, something bad has to be happening. I know I used to be that way. If it's too good for too long, man, shit's finna hit the fan, excuse my French. It's finna hit the fan, okay? And so I just wanted to share that there is some trauma. If you are having problems manifestation, as I am and was at one time, you have to speak to that. Because I literally had to get old fashioned and get on my knees like a great granny and use my praying powers to move that energy around. I spoke to it directly. I moved it around. And when I say, not only did I purge years worth of a liver and gallbladder issue, so did I purge a whole bunch of memories and thoughts and ideologies that I didn't know that I still held on to. I didn't know that I felt that way. And sometimes one feeling or one thing of self-doubt, or one aspect or one perspective of self-doubt that you have about yourself, is literally compounded on trauma, on trauma, on trauma, on trauma. And as you grow in this trauma without healing this trauma, it's almost like a scar. It becomes uglier and uglier and uglier, or this mistruth that you tell yourself is uglier and uglier and uglier. But I want to speak on this erotic sexual energy, because many gifted people are very creative, and we know that our creative energy comes from our root chakra, but a lot of us have experienced sexual trauma, myself included. And that right there, it steals a part of you. And that was a part of my purging last week. There were some things that I had forgot, that I didn't even know. I had an inkling, but I just didn't know. But the way my mind opened up like Pandora's box, but freed my mind, it was just a beautiful experience. And the whole time I've been in recovery, I've been weak. I was down for a couple of days. I have an online Etsy shop where I sell plants, and I was struggling to get orders out. I had to cancel all my orders because I was weak. I couldn't do anything. But when I purge, my body purge, literally my spirit and my mind purge. And so I want to say also that, remember, your healing is a holistic, and you need to take it in stride. Okay. So what I want to do is I just want to pull a couple of cards, a little 3-card spread, nothing fancy, but just to get an introduction. And I'm grateful that if you're still here, that I have your ear. I'm grateful that I still have your ear, and I'm grateful that you're still here. But I wanted to take a look at the energy for today, or what spirit has to say to us. What spirit, Lord, no. Spirit, ancestors, spirit, God, spirit, team, kinfolk on this side and the other. All right. What messages do you have for us? We receive them, we accept them with an open mind, with an open heart, with an open spirit. We're just merely an observer to the things that you show us, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. And I hope that, hopefully some of what I said, because I feel like I just rambled a little bit. I've been itching to make this video for a long time. But I didn't really have my words. But that purge last week, it brought it out of me. And it was a fight. I've been telling everybody that was, I was out of contact with that week because I kind of went into a hermit mode of isolation. I told everybody I was in here fighting for my life, y'all, because I really was. My body was responding to that purge. My liver, my kidneys were responding as if I was having acute liver failure. But my intuition, my ancestors, boy, they got me on it. They got me together. They got me to get me together because, sometimes you got to take care of yourself. And the one thing about a healer can only heal what they've healed within them, I can only tell you, I can only speak to what I've spoken to in myself. You understand? Not always, but in this case. All right. Oh, so we have Mama, Yemaye. So, if you all don't know anything about Yemaye, Yemaye is a beautiful, beautiful mother Orisha. She is literally a mother Orisha. She symbolizes she's a strong maternal energy, and she's the deity over the waters that we humans can walk into. But what were we just talking about? Sexual trauma, neglect. I didn't speak on it, but sometimes that's a part of, some of our trauma, neglect, abandonment. And she is literally the patron of the forgotten children, the abused children, specifically those to sexual violence. But she's a healing. She's sweet and she's gentle. She's a mother. And sometimes she's the mother that you wish you had. So maybe this card is asking us to mother those wounds. You know what I'm saying? Be the mother to us. Mother those wounds, but be the mother to yourself, or be the mother to parts of you where maybe your mother hadn't shown up for herself, so she was unable to show up for you. I think that's beautiful. Gratitude, Mama Yemaye. And, oh, wow, look at that. In the world card. Whenever I see this, first off, I think about, he's got the whole world in his hands, but I've been around the world tonight, yeah, look, and I can't find my baby, and I was compelled to sing that part because this card right here, the Earth card, we know it symbolizes the world card. Basically, this is like the magician's elements right here. The elements that the magicians use, you have all elements here. This snake, if you don't know anything about snakes represent wisdom. And this travel around the world, and notice I said the word travel, it's like traveling around the world. Now, I don't know about some of y'all, but some of y'all might astral project. Some of y'all might dream. Some of y'all are dreamers. I am a dreamer, and I go all kinds of places. I'm all over the world like Carmen Sandiego with this thing. All right? So, with us mothering our wounds, mothering our inner selves, it's almost like now the world is at our disposal. We literally have the world in our hands. Or sometimes when I read for my friends and family, I always hear Reading Rainbow, I can do anything. Like literally you have everything. And then you literally have spiritual maternal support, because even if you're not mothering yourself, I'm pretty sure some of us in this collective, we got some mothers, some praying grannies, some blessed women, maternal figures that are watching over us, and see how she's literally watching over, like guiding you to see that you have almost limitless, infinite possibilities. The world literally is yours, and mama's gonna support it. And then we have the Nine of Earth. All right, so the Nine of Earth is like the Nine of Pentacles. But I like this card right here in this deck specifically because this is the Tarot of the Orisha deck. I really love this deck. When I see this woman, she's sowing some seeds, but she's sowing them by herself. But look how much she's accomplished to her left, and look how much she's accomplished to her right. She might be doing it alone, but there's nothing defeated in her demeanor. The beginning is barren. It looks barren. It appears barren. But some of us are going to be trailblazers. And this is why we have to heal those mother wounds or mother those mother wounds. Lean into our guidance. Lean into our ancestors. Lean into our spirit team. Listen to their guidance, because even though she's the mother of water, we all know that water represents intuition and dreams. Your wildest dreams are literally on the other side of your healing. You're going to forge a new path. You can't carry those fears, the hurt, that pain, because this right here, this path, you see, is lonely. If you haven't done the correct healing, it may be harder than what it needs to. But this right here, I see this as a trailblazer, blazing a trail anew. Because, see, what you don't see is the road behind her. That road behind her may be paved, honey, because all of those that come behind you, be it from your bloodline, be it from those who just, you're in connection with, be it from, your the generations to come, because you make an impact on your community or the world. Those that come behind you now have a path to follow because you, my love, blazed it. And I want you to take a look at her bag, because honey got the bag. You see that? Yeah, she planting seeds. It's not focusing, but that's okay. She got the seeds. Look at that. Bag full of seeds. Do you know what seeds represent? Fertility. New beginnings, prosperity. Yes, barren. But baby, look, the sun is on the horizon. Or what did Ron Eisen and them say? New horizon slowly coming into view. But you got to walk towards it. But in order to walk towards it, we've got some healing. In order to see it, to alchemize with these energies, with these elements, with the things that you already have, because what you have is clearly already all around you. Okay? I hope my quick and few words were something that somebody could use. I'm grateful for you being here, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time. Toodles.